Hello, I thought I would show an update of how I store my K-pop albums at the moment, because it's been a while since my last one and I really didn't like that video. Plus most of my shelves look good right now, so I figured I would show this right now. So here is the first part of my shelves. I have two of these things where I keep all my albums. First on top I have Vix's Love Letter album. It's really big and I think it looks better on top there than in these cube shelf things. It does fit in there, but I don't really like how it looks. I did have that in my previous video. I think this looks a lot better. And then on the first shelf here I have Chinese Misconceptions of You and Me, Dream Girl and Why So Serious albums, and then here I have Sherlock because like I think just these two albums it's too empty, and so having this one here, it doesn't take up that much more space since I just have it like this, but you can still see, I don't know, it still makes it less empty, so I like that. And for now I have this limited shiny cassette here too because it didn't look good with my other Korean albums. So that is the first one. Then here I have Japanese albums. So here is Dazzling Girl A version, which is bigger than these limited ones, so I put it here. And then behind this Own You Sing Your Song version, I have limited versions. And then this Sherlock is limited as well. Behind that I have jewel cases, which some of them may also be limited, but then the limited are jewel cases. And then here I still have jewel case size albums, but they're not jewel cases. But I can move those to the jewel cases if I need to fit another limited version here. Then below this one is my Korean albums for SHINee. So I have 3 versions of Romeo here. I'm still missing Jonghyun and Key because I want to have all 5 members. For Sherlock I'll just keep the one version I have, which is Own You. But for these I kind of wanted to get all of them. And other than that, I think I have, for at least for full group albums, I have all versions for all the albums. And for the solos I have like one version. Then next to the SHINee Korean shelf I have Vix Chained Up signed albums. I have Leo and Anne signed, and then I have here Beautiful Liar. I used to have this Depend on Me album here and I think that looked better, but I needed more room on my Vix album shelf, so I figured I would put Beautiful Liar there. And below that is my Vix albums. I still have all on one shelf, but it's getting really full right now. I think I could still fit Kratos here if I really squeeze all the albums together, but then after that I will have to change this around and I have no idea how else I can put these albums, so that's gonna be a problem. But for now it looks good. And then here is my Jungkook shelf. This album sticks out, so I figured if I let it stick out a little bit more, you can see his face here. So I like that I did that a lot. And then here I have Jungkook photo book. I also have some OSTs here, Reply 1997 and King of High School. Then below that I have all SM Entertainment groups that are not SHINee, because before Gugudan, Jungkook and Vix were the only groups that I had albums of for Jellyfish, so I figured if I would put other SM groups together with SHINee on this shelf, then I would have both companies here. But now it doesn't really work anymore because I have Glucodon and that's not in this part of my shelf. But yeah, I still like to keep these albums here. So here I have EXO and FX and Red Velvet and TVXQ, and that's it. Yeah, don't have any of the other groups. I might buy in the future, but for now I don't have that. And in here I have photo books and season's greetings and just a lot of taller things. Like I have Infinite Limited, she's back here too. And I also have some Kino versions here and an extra box of the star cards for Infinite. Like I have random things here. I used to have DVDs here as well, but I moved those. So I'll show also where I have those right now. So this is where I keep my DVDs now. I have mostly SHINee, I have one VIX and one Aping DVD here for now. Then here is the second part of my shelves. So here on top I have SHINee Season's Greetings, which is actually from last year because I didn't got one this year, and I like these pictures, so I still wanted to keep it up. I have Alo Alo, the Boom calendar here, which came in that album, and since that is from this year and I can only use it this year, I figured I should put that one on as well. Then here is my Aping and Laboom shelf. So originally this is my Aping shelf because I have it in bias order, so there I have, like, in the other part I had SHINee, VIX, Soyeongguk, who are my top 3 favorites, and then here I have Aping, who comes next to that, together with Infinite, who is on the other part, and that's kind of like going down, it's like less and less my favorite. But of course I like all the groups because otherwise I wouldn't have their albums. But Laboom albums fit here nicely, so I have that for now. And yeah, so I have all Korean albums for Aping, I have all Japanese albums that I want, which mainly is Nan's CD plates, and then I have some regular versions here and also some other member versions, but that's just if I like them, I'll just keep them. But first priority is always to get Nan's CD plates. And then I have all Laboom albums here. So then next to that one I have Infinite albums. Also behind this is more. I have here all the mini albums. And then I have Hello Venus here just because it fit, because they're not like as much as a favorite as Aping, Infinite and Laboom are, but they fit here now, so yeah. I'm only missing one album for Hello Venus, which is the third mini album, I think, but I have had chances to get that, but I don't really feel very motivated to get it, so that already says enough that they're not really my favorite group anymore. But at the same time, I cannot get rid of any of these albums, so they mean at least that much to me that I still want to keep the albums that I have. Then below this one I have my... It's so dark here. It's probably because it's more in a... I don't know, there's less light coming from this side, and then there's a lot of light, so that's probably why. But here I have my B184 and Oh My Girls shelf. I really like having these two groups together. So yeah, but I really like how this looks now. But I still need Oh My Girls' first mini album. So I have no idea, again, with this shelf as well, how I'm gonna store the albums when I get that one, because it can't fit like this anymore. And then next to that one I have a lot of groups that I really like, but they can't have their own shelf. So I have New East here and Too Hard, Madtown, and Gugadan and Bestie. And then below that, these two shelves, I have other groups. I used to have girl groups here and boy groups there. I didn't really like how that looked. So now I have here older groups, or at least groups that I listened to when I first got into K-pop. Except for BAP, that was a little bit later, I think, but that fit with these albums well. So, and then these groups I got into later, or they're newer groups. So here I have Sistar, Wonder Girls, BAP, Beast, 2PM, UKISS, and behind this BAP for Sensibility album I have Jewel Cases, which are best of albums for Kara and CM Blue. When I got Why So Lonely and Carnival, they didn't fit anymore, so I thought easiest way is just to put those in the back. They're jewel cases anyway, so they look less good than these ones anyways. So yeah, for now I just kept it like that. And then here I have Roji Hoon. Oh, this is so dark. Here I have Roji Hoon, GOT7, Mr. Dalmatian, let's see if I'm missing something, Sea Clown, Raddy, Orange Caramel, Away, Twice, and Girls' Day. So that's all albums that I have at the moment. Wow, this is really dark. Wow. Okay, well, I can't really do anything about that, but here I have my photocard binders, which fit perfectly right now, and then I also have Cross Jeans Play With Me album here, which you can totally not see, at least not if the screen is looking the same as I can see it now in my phone, but it's so annoying. I have that one here because it's very tall. I put it on the side, so but it is a very tall album, but since I put it on the side it sticks out a lot. So it doesn't really look great to put it here, because then it sticks out here a lot and it just doesn't really look that great, but with my photocard binders you don't really see that. And this is just kind of a messy shelf, because here I have things that I have for trade and sale. So then that is everything. That's how my shelves look at the moment. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye!